and welcome to Shlime Reviews. I'm Shlime, and in this video, I will be looking at slimes sent to me from my amazing friend Emily from the Mako Slimery. But first, if you're new to my channel, I want to again say welcome. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment if you enjoy this content. And now for our Shlime fam shoutouts. There are 4 of you: K Slime, Savvy's DIY Slime Channel, Country Girl Claire, and Barzy Show by Nancy. Thank you so much for all the support, and if you'd like a shout out like this, comment down below #ShlimeFam. And with that, let's get into this video. I have so much I need to say in this intro, so please excuse me, but the first thing I do need to say is that these slimes are not for sale. Emily and I were not doing a collab. This isn't a slime drop. This is purely slimes that Emily created for me that I'd like to share with you because she is very talented and very kind, and some of these slimes were themed around my life as well. So I just wanted to clear up any confusion there, but this was a huge surprise package for me. Emily from the Mako Slimery, she's a YouTuber, a slime reviewer. She used to have a slime shop, but she closed it because it was just a lot of work, and her and I are very great friends, and I knew she was working on a package, but she didn't tell me when it was done, so this just arrived out of nowhere, and it was a huge shock, and it just brightened my day. This came all the way from Canada. And it was 100% free and made with love, and so I cannot say thank you enough to Emily. Another thing I want to mention, if you can't tell, is that I did get a camera. I've been filming with my iPhone, so this is the new quality. I am using natural lighting, so it's something I'm still kind of getting used to. I'm also doing a different angle, so I know that's a lot of big changes, and please be patient with me while I get used to this, and I hope that you do enjoy the upgrade that I've done. And I have to do a quick shout out to Slime because she kind of does an intro very similar to this, and it's clean and I love it, so I am taking inspiration from that. Also, big shout out to Slimer. I follow that account on Instagram, and I asked them about their camera quality, and they were very kind and helped me, so I just had to give them a shout out. They are amazing. I love both of those accounts. But getting back to this, because this is really what the video is about. Emily is just a huge, thoughtful sweetheart. She's very creative and amazing, and I am going to have a separate video for the ASMR. I'm mostly just going to be talking about the slimes that she sent me in this video. So she sent me so much. I don't even know where to really start. The first thing that really stood out to me was the t-shirt that she made. It was handcrafted by her. She put a lot of love into it, and I know that it was kind of frustrating for her to put together, but I absolutely love it. She's very, very talented, and I wouldn't even know how to make this, so it's just amazing and just so thoughtful. I just cannot believe that it's really here. Like, I have a shirt with our logos meshed together. When I had sent a package to Emily, I did doodle a little drawing like what's on the slime labels with our icons put together, and she really loved it, and she just took it that whole other step and actually put them as stickers on labeling, and it makes it look like we have a little collab drop, which again we don't, but it is just super, super cute. Emily also sent me ketchup chips, which is awesome because I really love the ketchup chips she sent me last time. We don't have ketchup chips here in America to my knowledge, and they are just so tasty. She also sent me a little dog cube plushy thing. Like, it is adorable because I love squishmallows, and she was trying to find that, but she found this instead, and I honestly, it's so unique, and it just makes me think about her every time I see it. I've never seen a cube plush. It's just too precious. She also sent a very sweet handwritten note, which I will not read exactly to you, but it was very, very kind, and she's just simply amazing. So she did send me 12 themed slimes, and all of the labels are hand drawn by her and her sister. So that is just also so amazing. I can't say how talented and creative enough that Emily is, and along with her sister, because the labeling just looks so professional, and I couldn't believe that when she told me. So because the slimes are not for sale, I'm not going to be rating these. I'm literally just going to be sharing what they are, and there will be a separate video for the ASMR. There's going to be chapters on this video, so you can use the chapters to skip around as you'd like. The 12 slimes I will be looking at are called Daddy's Little Girl, What Stays Together Sticks Together. Look at how cute. I know. Pheonix. Some of these don't actually have names, so I just named them myself. And this is Pheonix. Tropical Kush, Pineapple Express, Gummy Bear Strip Club, Supernova, Bubble Buddies, Hashtag sus with a flamingo, hashtag sus flamingo, Skunk Weed, grandma's house, and a male genitalia theme, which I will censor the labeling a bit because it's very graphic, but I love it. And with that, let's open these slimes. The first slime we're gonna look at is Supernova. I want to say this is in about a 5-ounce size container. I'm gonna guess because it's not too important. But what is important is just the time and love put into this. Look at that labeling on top. Hand drawn by Emily and her sister. This is a beautiful purple, clear, pigmented slime with a bunch of add-ins. They're like these clouds and moons and stars. And I just found this to be absolutely gorgeous. I am a huge fan of anything to do with space, and the colors were just beautiful. This is just a good, thick and glossy texture, and I'm so glad that I was able to show off the gorgeousness of it before it got clouded. I also love that the add-ins create a sort of texture, like it's just cool to feel in this slime as it's getting fluffed up. And when it is inflated, it becomes a light purple color. This does become a little tacky with inflation, and the scent is delicious. I can't put my finger exactly on what the scent is. I smell a little hint of ginger in there, I think. It's sort of like a spa. I am gonna go fast with describing these slimes, so I apologize, but if you want the full experience of each slime, then check out the ASMR, which will be linked in the description of this video. So with that, let's go ahead and get into the next slime. The next slime we're going to look at is Tropical Kush. I want to say this is in either a 6 or 7 ounce container, and this is a float slime. There is a beautiful clear green base at the bottom and a light green sizzly icy texture on top. And I loved seeing the add-ins at the bottom of the slime too. There was some weed confettis and banana Fimo slices, which I actually thought those Fimo slices were sand dollars. Either way, I love them. They're super cute and go with the theme. And I'm always gonna have to point out the labeling because it is adorable and just very professionally done. I'm just so impressed. This was super fun to mix together, and I love that there was 2 different green shades on top of the icy texture. And when I went to poke the icy into the clear base, you could just see the 2 textures meshing together, which is just so satisfying every time with any float slime. When this fully mixes, it becomes a inflatable jelly slime. But I also want to say that there might be some clay in this slime. I am very unsure. I'm not super knowledgeable, but Emily knows how to make some very unique textures, and I loved this. This became a light green color, and the scent is delicious. It's hard for me to fully describe. I get a hint of coconut and maybe like some shea butter. It's very light and refreshing. I love it so much. The little weed confettis can poke your hand, so if you have a slime with any kind of confetti in it, just keep in mind it might poke. It's gonna be silly to say that any of these slimes are my top favorite because I really love all of them for different reasons, but this one was definitely one of my big favorites. I am in love with the sizzles, the scent, and the theme for this is centered around marijuana, which I do approve of. And this does become a little bit tacky with inflation because this does inflate a lot. The next slime we're gonna look at is What Stays Together, Sticks Together. This is definitely one of my top favorites that she sent me. Just look at the talent, look at the detail. Oh my god, I was laughing with joy when I saw this. It was so stinking cute. I wanna say it's in a 4-ounce container, and I love the big Shlime Fimo slices. Fimo slices? It's okay. And the hearts and the little slimes and the little sharks. This is a colorful, amazing, one-of-a-kind crunch bomb. I will forever cherish this crunch bomb till I die, basically. I am just so happy with it. It is activated very well, but it's good because it helps with the ASMR. The sounds that this slime makes is just great. And I just can't tell you how big of a smile I had when I saw this for the first time. And even just seeing it now, it really brightens my day when I look at it. It's just so thoughtful and sweet and amazing. I will be honest though, I can't tell if it's scented because I think that the Fimo slices, I think that they might have affected the scent because I think I smell a very light sweet scent, but that's about it. Either way, this slime is absolutely wonderful and I can't say how much I love it enough. It's just amazing. And the theme is obviously centered around our friendship, which did start, I want to say, around this time last year. We've been good friends for a little over a year now. It's amazing. This is just a friendship I will definitely forever treasure, and definitely recommend the ASMR for this if you have time to check it out. The next slime we're gonna look at is Bubble Buddies. Look at the adorable labeling. The bubbles are hugging. So cute. This has a double meaning to the inspiration, which I love. If you've watched SpongeBob, there is a Bubble Buddy episode. And the other way to look at this theme as well is that slime makes bubble pops and we are bubble buddies. So it was very creative and adorable, and I love the theme so much. This is a clear pigmented base. It's a silver color and it's just so shiny with these fine glitters. This is also packed with colorful Floam beads. And I want to say this is in a either 7 or 8 ounce size container, maybe even more. I'm really bad at guessing. The base is seriously gorgeous with just how shiny it is. And when you start to mix the Floam beads into it, it just creates all of these bubble pops. I love the sounds that the slime makes, and it doesn't get super tacky with inflation. I did have a couple Floam beads fall out, but this is just so packed with Floam beads, it's very understandable. And I do believe this is scented as bubblegum. I think the scent might have been slightly affected possibly by the Floam beads, but I do smell a very light bubblegum scent, and that just goes with the theme so perfectly. This just stretches so easily and inflates a great amount. I was in love with this one too, and the theme is more so around our friendship yet again. But this theme is just, I would not have thought of it, and I am so glad that when I saw it, I was able to figure out exactly what this theme meant. It's just perfect, and I am in love with it. The next slime we're gonna look at is Gummy Bear Strip Club. I wanna say this is in a 6 ounce container, and this is a Bingsu texture. Look at this labeling. This is stinking adorable. I'm gonna keep pointing it out because they are all hand-drawn and I can't get over that. This one is super funny. This is a random theme. This one was just for laughs, and I definitely did laugh. I love it. The beads give off a beautiful iridescent glow as you go to poke this, and I just love how colorful they all are. Emily did tell me, because the slime took so long to get to me, that some of the slimes were sitting around a bit. This one was a bit older, and I did have to activate it a bit, and it did rip a little, so it doesn't fluff up exactly like a fresh Bingsu texture might, but I still love this because it was, again, made with love, and the ASMR is still great. It still looks pretty, but this is a tacky texture, unfortunately, but it doesn't matter because it's not for sale. It's for me, so you don't have to worry about it, and it's not a problem for me. I would like to think that if a gummy bear had a strip club, it would be a sticky... Oh no. Excuse me, that was just inappropriate. Yeah, this slime is great. I love it. And the scent, I feel like it's like a gummy grape sort of scent. I like it a lot. And this is just a good, fun one for the ASMR if you're bored and want to go check that out after this. And I love that the base of this slime is a light purple, and it does become more obvious the more it is clouded up as you play with it. It just makes the colorful beads pop off better, and it's just so gorgeous. The next slime we're gonna look at is male genitalia, and I'm so sad to say I'm not showing this label. It is a very graphic label, and I know I have a younger audience, so I just did not find this appropriate, but I honestly find it hilarious. I want to say this is either in a 6 or 7 ounce container, and the texture is like a milky clear jelly, which I've never had before. I thought that was very unique. And this is packed with genitalia and sperm confettis, and I have to say, it does make a really cool texture and ASMR as well. I've never had a slime like this before, and it was just so unique, other than the theme, because the theme itself is already unique. I've not seen that yet. The color is absolutely beautiful, though. It's just a milky light purple, which I appreciate, Emily. Thank you for making this colored. And this scent is like a light, refreshing gummy scent. Emily, I hope if you're hearing these that I'm not totally butchering the scents as well. I am just guessing with my special nose. I do think that some of the color from the confettis might have gone into the slime. Either that or Emily put fine glitters into this as well, which I don't believe happened. I think that that's just because of the confettis. It's just something to point out that that might happen. I've never seen that before, so this is a first for me, but there was just like little speckled coloring in the slime from the add-ins, really. This does get tacky with inflation, and this does inflate a lot. Overall, this slime was really fun because of just how unique it was. The next slime we're gonna look at is Daddy's Little Girl. I want to say this is in a 6-ounce size container, and look at how cute the labeling is. It's like a rainbow with a heart. I am definitely very supportive of the gay community, so I thought this slime was awesome. It's just so colorful, and I'm not 100% sure what to call the add-ins. I think that they're a type of Floam, and they're shaped like Mickey Mouse. There's also these plastic sprinkles and some rainbow and cloud Fimo slices, and this is all in a clear base. This is just so colorful. I thought for a second this might be rough like the Crunch Bomb from earlier, but this is actually very soft. Like I said, these Mickey Mouse add-ins are just like a kind of Floam, and I really enjoyed it. This is just packed though, so when I went to fluff it up, it would tear a little bit, but the ASMR is very unique and different, and I'm in love with it. Highly recommend checking it out. I do believe this is scented as well, but because my nose doesn't work right, I'm just gonna say it's a light, sweet scent that I really enjoy. And this texture was pretty sticky almost the whole time I was playing with it, but I didn't want to overactivate it because it was so packed, so I feel like that's just how some of these textures are when they are just packed with a lot of add-ins like this. I feel like I keep saying packed, but it's just, this is very, like, Emily does not mess around when she puts add-ins in slime, but I love it. And not a single Mickey Mouse fell out. The next slime we're gonna look at is Pheonix. I want to say this is in a 6-ounce size container. The labeling for Pheonix is just miraculous. I love it so much. And this is a clear base with block beads added into it. The clear base has red glitter added into it as well to give off the theme of a hot, spicy Pheonix, basically. It is scented as cinnamon. It reminds me of the candy hot tamales. And I just think this theme is so on point for a ton of different reasons. And I was very excited that I got to finally experience a block bead texture because I know Emily makes them and she plays with them, and I always want to play with them when I see her do it, but not a lot of shops sell them because they are rough on the hands, and she's a sweetheart and she wanted me to finally experience this, and I'm glad I got to. The colored bead combo is just so perfect. There's orange, yellow, and red, which definitely represents fire, as in a phoenix, and the theme for this is based off of conversations I've had with Emily where I get in a bad place for a while, but I always remind myself that I will rise out of this like another burning phoenix that is just bright and ready to take on the world again. So this was a very deep meaning slime to me, and the fact that it was block bead as well, it was awesome. I loved it. And I will say, now that I've tried this texture, that you definitely should not try a block bead texture if you have sensitive hands. I honestly do have sensitive hands, but I think I just got used to playing with this after a little bit. But you have to just be so gentle with this type of texture. Luckily, this stretched very easily, and the ASMR is amazing. It's just amazing. Honestly, that's the biggest reason why I think anyone would want this slime, is literally just for the sound of it. Because I will say, after I was done filming for this video, I think I filmed this slime for about 10 minutes. I had a finger that went a little numb. It wasn't a huge deal, but just to put in reference point that it is rough. But Emily is a sweetheart again for sending this to me, and I am still rising like the beautiful phoenix that I am, and I hope that everyone else is doing the same, because that's all we can ever do in this crazy world. And I know I keep saying this, but I highly recommend checking the ASMR out for this one, because this was my favorite ASMR in the video, and it's just a beautiful slime. The next slime we're gonna look at is the #sus flamingo. I really don't know what to call this slime, but this, let me tell you, is my favorite. I love the labeling for this, and I just definitely wish that Emily had her shop open again just to sell this one slime. I love it. I love it, and I don't even know where to start. I want to say this is around an 8 or 9 ounce size container, maybe even more. Again, I'm bad with ounce size guessing, but this is a candle slime. And I don't know if you know what a candle slime is, but it is a slime created with candle wax. It's a very difficult technique to use with slime that is, again, just very difficult. I've tried to make slime like that myself and it failed, but Emily figured out an amazing recipe that I'm not going to share everything that you put in here, but it is amazing. Amazing. This is very creamy. It's spreadable. It's holdable. Even though I love all of these slimes that she sent me, this is my top favorite slime. This scent even is just delicious. It's scented as watermelon sugar, and it makes me think that I'm playing with gum because there's a type of bubble gum that is watermelon flavored, and this feels like gum. It smells like gum. It's gum, but it's not. And I really want to eat it, but I can't. I love that she put in these chunky glitters too to kind of resemble watermelon seeds. And there's also chunky watermelon charms in here too. And the color is a beautiful light pink. This is just a very, very unique texture. It almost reminds me of mush slimes. Like, I can't tell Emily or you enough how amazing this texture is. Maybe if we all bug Emily enough, she'll just make this one slime to sell. I don't know. I really, really like this one a lot. But I don't want to actually bug Emily. I'm just saying it's very well created. This does not give any sizzles though, and it gives very, very light bubble pops. Overall, this is a quiet slime, but it is still capable of inflating, and it's very difficult to deflate, so you will definitely have more slime after playing with one of Emily's candle slimes. But yeah, this slime overall is just fantastic. Like, seriously fantastic. I love this slime. The theme is random. There wasn't a legitimate theme to this, but regardless, it is one of my top favorites. The next slime we're going to look at is Pineapple Express. I want to say this is in a 5 ounce size container, maybe a 6, and the labeling is hilarious. Again, I am a supporter of marijuana, so that is why this is themed. For me. The texture is a thick slay slime, and it does have some Bingsu beads added into it as a detail and little bit of texture. And there's also some weed confettis. I love how bright the yellow color is on this slime, and the scent is absolutely delicious. It reminds me of like a pineapple Dole Whip. It's strong and just so yummy. This definitely inflates a great amount, and it gives light sizzles while it starts to deflate. This does not get tacky at all. And it is a tiny bit tough to stretch, but again, some of these slimes that she sent me have probably been sitting around for a while, and I can't really complain. I'm just telling you for the ASMR if you go to check that out. But yeah, this slime was so cute and awesome, and you can't go wrong with a pineapple themed anything, at least for me, because it's just so good. The next slime we're gonna look at is Skunk Weed. I know, another weed-inspired slime. This is the last one, but I love it. I love it. Look at the labeling. It's super cute with the little skunk tail, and the coloring is just gorgeous. The color is also gorgeous on the slime itself. It is such a bright, vibrant neon green. And I want to say that this is in a 8 ounce size container, 8 or 9 ounce size, maybe more. I love that there were all of these shiny glitters at the bottom, and there were all of these pot confettis throughout the slime as well. And when I opened the container, there was also glitter on top of the slime. And the iridescent glitter on top of the slime honestly made it look a lot like marijuana in a sense, which I just thought to be very creative. It just looked so fluffy, and the scent is absolutely amazing. It's a very strong spearmint scent. The spearmint scent is so strong, I almost felt like I was tasting it while I was playing with this, but I like spearmint, so it was not a problem on my end. And if anything, it just refreshes the room that I'm in to smell like spearmint. This is a Snow Fizz texture, and this inflates a lot. It was so fun to inflate. It definitely gets tacky with inflation, but it makes sense because of how much it inflates. And it's just so sizzly and squishy. I love playing with this texture. Again, the little weed confettis can poke your hand, so that's the only little thing that I had to look out for. But other than that, this was just so great. And there was also little bits of gold Bingsu beads. scattered throughout here to just give more detail and texture as well. And overall, this was definitely one of my top favorites too, just because it was so gorgeous and the scent, and I don't know, it's just, I can't get over how creative a lot of these slimes are just in general. The last slime we're gonna look at is Grandma's House. I want to say this is in a 6-ounce size container. The texture is a brown, holdable butter slime. It's very inflatable and sizzly. It's also spreadable. This has some glitter add-ins in it, along with some cinnamon roll Fimo slices. There might even be more in here. It's a little bit hard to tell, but I just love all of the add-ins because, again, that just adds to the texture of the slime as well. When you play with it, it's just fun to feel it all. And the scent is phenomenal. It's a bunch of different scents. My nose can actually pick up so many different things. I could smell bread, apples, cinnamon. Emily mentioned that there was a tiny hint of bacon, and I'm like, sure, yeah, there's a lot, like Grandma's house. And I really love this slime. Emily's very sweet for making this for me. I love my grandma just so much, and she's an amazing woman. This slime just brings joy to my heart to have one of my good friends make a theme around such a good person. I will say this for the 50th time, Emily is just such a thoughtful sweetheart. And this does inflate a great amount. This one was really fun to play with because it doesn't get super tacky with the inflation. So I could just enjoy the sizzles without any need for activator. And yeah, when I say I wish Emily had a slime shop again, that is just no joke. I wish I could have you guys try any one of these slimes, truly. Thank you so much for watching my video, and check out more of the Mako Slimery. I'm going to have links down in my description to Emily's YouTube channel and to her Instagram. I would say her shop too, but unfortunately, again, that is not open. Maybe she might open again. I honestly don't know what Emily plans to do with her shop, if she's ever gonna open it again, but if she does, I hope that this video helps you know what to look out for, because there were a lot of just fantastic textures and scents, and I wish I could share them with you through the screen. Also, if you're curious, I'm on Instagram too, and TikTok. So follow me if you'd like to see Shlime, or just Shlime. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.